Who's ready? Yeah, the 8-ball's super negative. Who's ready this morning? I think Jerome, this is the 8-ball. Jerome Powell will say, interest rates are 0. Gold and silver revalued at 10,000 an ounce. That's the 8-ball.
Coins and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting, one of a kind. Join the crew, let's explore. Stack up wealth and so much more. Chasing that mill. Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Silver dream shining bright. Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure calls, we're in a dance. Silver shines, gold's the glow. Stack it high, watch it grow. Giveaways for all, feel the thrill. International, stack 'em that mill. So hit that sub,
hit that sub.
Join the quest,
join the quest. They await.
Best international stacker.
Stacker, stack it, strong. Who's ready? Let's go.
Chasing that mill.
It's chasing that mill. M-I-L-L, okay?
So hit that sub, join
It's
the
not
quest,
chasing that mill.
riches
People
away.
always say that.
You're
Chasing
the
that
best
mill.
international
M-I-L-L.
stacker.
Come on, guys.
Stacking strong, silver, gold, where you belong.
Smash that like button. We're gonna get started here soon.
Chasing that mill. Chasing that mill. Crabs are grooving side to side. Ocean waves where dreams collide. Claws are up, the beat we chase. Treasure gleaming, golden space. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day.
Let's go.
Gold and silver is
Who's
the
ready?
key. Crustation Nation, dance with
It's time for a
me.
crab dance.
Gold and silver, who wants it all? Are you ready for the mega gall? We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up, don't delay. Yeah, join the party night and day. Gold and silver is the key. Crustation Nation, dance with me.
Let's go.
Tidal
1 minute.
rhythms in the sand. Shiny spoils laid by hand. We're the crew, the Shell Brigade. Treasures found, the music's played. Get your claws up in the sky. International stacker, he's our guy. Gold and silver is the key. Crustation Nation,
30
dance
seconds.
with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me. Dance with me.
stacker on a journey to find silver. International stacker.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name is International Stacker, and boy, have gold and silver been on a run last night after hours to Asian markets to London. The name is International Stacker. I travel the world making gold and silver videos and adventures with y'all along by the side. You all are a critical part of the journey, and I'm giving away nearly $7,000 in gold and silver in the near future in my Mega GAW. GAW is short for giveaway. I'm gonna pin the link to enter in the live chat. Make sure you enter that, guys. You don't want to be sleeping on that. Tons of gold and silver, about 60 ounces of silver, and the first 1,000 people to enter get a free 1/2 gold back. And you might want to watch every video since I dropped the Mega GAW, because it might just give you an advantage. Let me enter this here. Enter the Mega GAW here. So let me pin that in chat. Bang, bada boom. It is pinned. And ladies and gentlemen, silver is up over $1.30. We are just raging. And gold is up over $71. Who's ready? Crab Agul Dimsley said, yo, I found the live with the second code, but still can't seem to find it. Crab, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com, and I'll give you a range to narrow down on. I'll help you out there a little bit since you found the live. So email me the live stream, and then I'll give you a small window to look in. Roadkill dropping that $5 luster chat. Smash that like button with them claws, boys. Thank you so much for that super chat. Any super chat, anytime you become a channel member, liking the stream, sharing the stream, commenting helps the stream immensely, so I really do appreciate that. Let me do a quick sound check. One, is my audio good? It's not too loud. I'm not clipping or peaking. And two, is the music at a suitable level? I turned it down the other day. It was louder than I thought when I reviewed the live stream. So let me know about the sound. My name's International Stacker. I am sipping coffee, coming to you live from Key West, Florida. Let me know where you're at in the world, in the United States or the world, and what you're sipping on this morning or this evening. But one thing is for sure, the big bankers are sipping on cups, maybe mugs, full of whiskey with this price action. Remember, folks, this is not conspiracy, right? There's been big bank suppression for years and years to years. Here, I mean, we got the receipts right here. Let me close these little guys. Close these, close. The receipts. JP Morgan Chase paid a huge fine, over $920 million. Deutsche Bank paid over $38 million. Scotiabank paid over $127 million in criminal fines. And yes, people have gone to jail. And just look at this. Hundreds of millions, over 500 million, I believe, yesterday. I'd have to do the math. Fake paper ounces of silver. They've done 1.1 billion this day here, 988 million here, 975 million here. The global production's only at 835 million ounces of silver, and the global demand is about 1.2 billion ounces of silver. I break this down in this video here, and I make the case why I believe we will be at triple-digit silver in the first quarter of 2026. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy on the internet sharing my journey with y'all. But at the beginning of this year, my call for silver was $50. My call for gold was $4,000. People looked at me like I was crazy. The comments were crazy. People are like, you are way too bullish. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't bullish enough, and my new target for this year by December 31st is $75 silver and $5,000 gold. I admit that is a bit bullish, but I think it's possible if the right things happen and the right catalysts happen. And looking at catalysts, looking back at catalysts, we got the FOMC meeting today with Jerome Powell, where it is highly expected that they will cut interest rates yet again. Historically, that is bullish for silver. For instance, let me see. Give me more. I'm going to pull up some stats right now on previous FOMC meetings and when the interest rate was cut, what happened. But in 2000, Gold went up 31%. Silver went up in 4%, but that's over 24 months. I'm going to get you a better chart here. Give me 1 second. But I'm going to give you the percent increases after the hikes. Here we go. 1 second. Here we go. So when in July 2019, when they cut it 25 basis points, gold went up 2.1%. Silver went up 3.8%. In March of 2020, same 50 basis points emergency. Gold went up 3%. Silver went up 4.5%. September 18th, 2024, gold went up 1.8%. Silver went up 4.2%. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is crazy. Here we go. November 7, 2024, 25 basis points. Gold went up 1.2%. Silver went up 3.1%. So as long as our pal, Jerome Powell, does what everyone thinks he's going to do, we should expect to see a increase in silver and gold today. It's possible at first it could be a little choppy. That is possible, but we'll see. Let me see where y'all reporting in from. I asked a few questions. Let me go. Good morning. Could you turn the voice up a bit? Turn the voice up a bit. Okay, we'll do that. Tweak. Okay. We've got J. Rue in Transylvania. We got Northampton West. One of the channel members picked up a 10-ounce maple last night. Ooh, congratulations on that. Another channel member, Medic 1541, is in Cincinnati, Ohio with coffee and MCT oil. Ooh. Happy Interest Announcement Day, says another channel member, Level 1. Happy Interest Announcement Day. I like that. Sipping coffee in Colorado Springs, says Big Green Stacker. We got Ces Gonzalez dropping the crabs. Coffee in Detroit for Wolf Tracks. We got coffee in Bama with Martin Harris. We've got Tampa with coffee with Ron Spencer. We've got Wales, UK, drinking tea. That's Jonathan Herbert in the house, our over-the-pond friend. We got the Notorious RPG dropping crabs. We've got all kinds of folks coming on this morning. Ooh, we got J. Rue in Russia drinking vodka. Not sure if that's true, but if I was in Russia, I might be drinking vodka. But if I was a big banker, I'd be drinking bourbon by the truckload this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, the Real Geared Up Survival is saying their prediction is $65 a troy ounce by the end of the year. I love predictions. Wicked Sticky Flowers, another channel member, saying hi and good morning to everybody. Ooh, Northampton West says, if it hits 75, I'll send you a half sovereign. Okay, I'll take it. You can send it. I'll put it in the next Mega Ga. And guys, gals, for everyone just joining and hit that like button, 150 people, I'm giving away nearly $7,000 in gold and silver, about 60 ounces of silver. So if you want to add this bad boy poured by your boy here, International Stacker, 18.7 troy ounces, that could be yours. A lot more crazy prizes in the mix. And as a matter of fact, for those who missed yesterday, I got this in the mail. The Mega is getting mega-er. Look at that, Mega God. This is from Sound Money Metals, a friend of the channel. So I'm going to be giving away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional coin ping testers in the Mega God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have one of these, it could really, literally save your life with gold and silver. Listen to the sound. Did you hear that? One of these is less than 1 ounce of silver, and it could tell you if your coin of gold and silver is fake. It can tell you that. It has a free phone app. Link is in the description. I get a small kickback when you use that link, so I really appreciate it. But ladies and gentlemen, you need to have one of these. Protect yourself, especially now with the price of gold and silver. Fakes are going bananas. So I talked about a key catalyst today with gold and silver, which again is the FOMC meeting, and Jerome Powell is expected to lower those interest rates. But we have another massive piece of catalyst for silver and even copper in November coming. As you know, they were both added to the draft memo to make them strategic, the memo for strategic minerals and metals. And that should be approved in November. If that's approved, that's going to open the door to the U.S. government to literally be stockpiling millions of ounces of this stuff right here, silver. And you see this bar I'm holding up in front of me right now. This is from the strategic minted from the U.S. Strategic Stockpile, U.S. Assay Office. So once again, the U.S. government could end up stockpiling a ton of that stuff, and that's a 10-ounce bar. So we are in crazy times with a lot of huge catalysts for gold and silver. As silver moves higher at $48.37 on a green candle, and gold is on a green candle at $4,024. In the market, the COMEX in the United States opens in 32 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? It is going to be a wild morning. As a matter of fact, Rashid says spot gold above 4K, silver above 48. Looks like the recent nightmare is over. While Jaguar Analytics is saying gold is almost done shaking off the froth before it rips higher to 5,000 in another parabolic move. We got Financial Post saying gold's pullback fails to shake bullishness with $5,000 forecast. Guys, everyone's saying $5,000 forecast. Big institutional investors and mainstream media. That would have been unheard of a year ago, 2 years ago. Remember when it was under 20 bucks an ounce and people told us we were dum-dums? You remember that? SGT report. 99% don't understand how much energy is stored in 1 ounce of physical silver. It's a lot more than $47 an ounce. Remember, if you correct the high from 1980, it's over 208 of today's dollars. And from 2011, it's over 77 of today's dollars, okay? Due to the paper derivatives manipulation, and you guys, that is not conspiracy. It's right here. People have gone to jail, and it keeps happening. Due to the manipulation, $47 silver in 2025 is an absolute gift to those who know where this grand fiat experiment ends. We are witnessing, per the Gray Rabbit Finance, we are witnessing the last time silver will trade below 50 in our lifetimes, and I truly believe that, and he's going to get a follow from me for that tweet that I retweeted. Wall Street Gold, silver futures just ripped to 48.25. Well, now we're 48.34. The silver futures, let's see, 48.38. Buckle up. 48.25, up 93 cents overnight. Momentum heating up again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in crazy times. Robert right here saying, that's actually something else. Rashid saying, silver's bullish weekly hammer candlestick. Big thank you to Christopher Mason for subscribing. Enter my Megaga. First 1,000 people to enter get a free 1/2 gold back. Gold may experience a longer consolidation period before a bull trend can restart, says Katie Stockton. Silver Ape King, over 2,400 years ago, Athens minted this pure silver owls. Trusted across the ancient world, they financed fleets, trade, and an empire. For 5,000 years, silver has powered civilizations, inspired art, and illuminated the modern world. And here's the crazy thing. Thousands of years ago, you could use this. Today, you could take this and use this. That is the beauty of silver and gold, because all through history, people have put their trust in this stuff. Paper, fiat currency, which is literally worth nothing. And all throughout history, the exact same thing has happened. And guys, should I do it? Should I whip out my Vietnam dong? Here's a pile of cash. Here is the dom on top. And it got so bad. It got so bad in Zimbabwe that they literally went to $1 million notes. They went to $1 billion notes. And yes, I'm going to make a bunch of you billionaires on the Megaga. They ended up going to $1 trillion notes. And that is why we stack physical gold and silver, as we are only 29 minutes away from market open on a red candle with silver at 48.29 and with gold 4,019. So here's the base floor for silver. And remember, the base floor yesterday was 47. So that's at 48. We're going to make our target 48.27. Okay. So our next target we want to hit is probably here, 48.40. And then our next will be somewhere around here. And then gold, we've got our base set. 4,000 is probably the base, but that's going to be way down here. 4,000. And then our next target here, what are we at? 40.17. Probably around there, 4,029. That's where we're at with gold. I'm going to leave this chart up, and I'm going to go to chat. If you guys have any questions, Please put them in chat, but put at International Stacker so they pop up. Did you see the crowd? That's funny. You guys are hilarious. Welcome to the stream. The name's International Stacker. We are only 28 minutes away from market open as I clear off this fiat currency off of the silver stack with a broom. Worthless paper currency. And more people are waking up every single day. And it's been amazing to see the gold and silver niche on YouTube grow. It used to be 20,000 subscribers was like the most you could get. Now we got multiple channels with tons of subscribers, which is super cool to see. And I just want to shout you all out. We've had a great run on this channel. We are working to get to 40,000 subscribers by the Mega Gaw. And when is the Mega Gaw? Let's see. Mega. The Mega Gaw. Let me click here. The Mega Gaw closes in 15 days. Over 671 people. So we got 16 days to get to 40,000 subscribers. And right now we're at 39,123. So we broke 39,000 yesterday. So up 123 since then. So thank you so much. Geared Up Survival saying, what are you currently stacking? Eagles, rounds, bars, or crabs? I'm stacking the deals. I'm getting whatever I could get a deal on. So my most recent ads was this 100-ounce Johnson Matthey bar. Got a great deal on that. It's a premium bar, vintage silver. I got a great deal at this. Basically, it was spot price, RCM 100-ounce bar. And then I also found a deal with these two 1/2 gold eagles. So that's 1 ounce of gold in my hand. And I got these for $3,798. Shout out to Stack Daddy for finding the deal. Go check out his channel. I picked these up, and I could immediately arbitrage these for $200 to $300 and get more silver. So those are my recent pickups. And then I also facilitated a deal with a really good friend of mine for 70 ounces of Engelhard silver, 20 bars, and the rest for Engelhard rounds at spot price. So there are a lot of deals to be had. You just gotta find them. As we are 25 minutes away from market open, we've got Tea Time saying, I've been stacking since Granddaddy and Stepdad taught me about coins back in 1999 into 2009. Oh, that's epic. Was best investment years. I was spending $2,000 a month on gold and silver. That is mega Tea Time, and I bet you are celebrating right now. With what's been going on in the market, we're finally breaking free of that manipulation. I'm going after 333 gold right now. Oh, pre-33 gold right now. You can basically get it for 25 cents over melt. Yeah, pre-33 gold is great. And if people are worried about like a gold confiscation, like the pre-33 gold could be safe. If it's numismatic type stuff, you can be safe from that. Do I think we're coming to that? No, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. And the pre-33 stuff is just amazing. When America actually had real money, gold and silver. We got Frez saying, if fiat is worthless, what do you sell your silver and gold to at the time comes? Asking for a friend. For fiat, because at that time when you transfer it, you need to have a plan for that fiat, right? So depending on the market, I would be trading some of my stuff in for other assets. So say silver and gold like shoots crazy high. Say real estate craters. You could trade a portion of that in and get some real estate or another distressed asset, right? Or if you need to pay a bill or buy something, you trade it for that time into the currency of the time to buy it, right? But the key is you don't leave it in that. Because even on the Federal Reserve website, it's not conspiracy, literally says their goal is 2% inflation every year. It's been much higher. Look at shadow stats. So literally your money just fades away. So that's how you convert that. A big shout out. A big shout out. Wow. That is epic. Thank you so much, Raven. Thank you so much, Raven Wolf, for the $20 Luster chat. Thank you again, Roadkill, for the earlier 5-1. But wow, oh wow, $20, guys. Can we get some crabs in the chat for Raven Wolf? That is awesome. Thank you so much for that. That helps the channel immensely. Helps me do what I do. Helps me do things like this. And again, I'm giving away $7,000 of gold and silver to any of you watching right now. It's open in most countries worldwide. It tells you on the entry form itself. Go enter that. The link is pinned in the description. About 60 ounces of silver and a bunch of gold. And the first 1,000 people to enter get a free 1/2 gold back. You get free gold. So that's available for the next 300 people. 330 people can get free gold because a bunch have already claimed. Listening while I swing the hammer to pay this dip purchase. Awesome, Acadian. Stack it to the sky. 1 US is approximately 26,000 Vietnam dong. You guys, isn't that crazy? 1 US is 26,000 of these. Like, it gets so bad in countries, they literally have to weigh money instead of counting it. Are you going to put your faith and your trust in this stuff to preserve your buying power and wealth? Or stuff that has been literal money for thousands of years? Gold, and look at this nice little nugget here. Gold and silver. It's obvious when you look at it. It's obvious. Thank you so much, everybody. So we're at 39,123 subscribers. I think the goal today is 38,200. I will be doing a live stream at the market close like usual, and I think today is going to be a crazy trading day. I think it's going to be absolutely crazy. Whew. Fight candle fight, says RJG. Yep, we got 22 minutes till the market opens. And yesterday we did good in the market. We finished higher. We caught back some ground. Last night we made up a lot of ground. So it's epic. US dollar has lost 16% of its value since February. As a matter of fact, I'm ready for this. Bloop. So look at this. For those of you who don't know, this is the US dollar. This is back when the, guess this first plunge is, when the Federal Reserve was created. Dollar's great, everyone's happy. Bang, Federal Reserve. Okay, we start to recoup. Okay, criminalizes possession of gold, coal confiscation. Uh-oh. Bretton Woods, that's after World War II, when all the currencies around the world were tied to us. And they're supposed to be redeemable for gold and silver, but we kept rehypothecating it. So we're like, 1 for 1, who needs that? Let's make it 1 for 10, 1 for 20. So we started debasing it. And then Nixon took us off the gold standard in 71. And then since then, it's been a steady decline where it's not even worth much of what it used to be. And also, too, somebody sent me this. No tread on Crabbo or you get Stabbo. You guys like that one? That's funny. Email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com if you have a fun GIF or emoji like that. I would love to see it. Also, too, if you want a copy of my spreadsheet I use to track my gold and silver, I'd be happy to share that with you. Email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com. I'll send it to you for free. It brings in the live spot price. It even tells you how many pounds, LBS pounds, that your gold and silver stack weighs. We got about 200 people on, but 62 likes, guys. If you could hit that like button, not only does it help support the channel, but it helps get this video out to more people. The more people we can wake up with gold and silver, the more people that are going to be protected, the stronger your friends, families, and neighbors and communities are going to be, and the bigger our community is. Because when there's strength in numbers, like what happened with Braveheart, all our gold stackers, collectors, numismatists, and hoarders, our friends at Wall Street Silver, Wall Street Bets, we're literally holding the line, working together, fighting the big bankers, storming the beaches of JP Morgan Chase, as we are on a green candle with silver, 48.32, and a green candle, a good one with gold, 4,018, and we are only 19 minutes away from market open. Silver futures is 48.26. Oh man, we're back in backwardation. Back in backwardation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back in backwardation. I thought we were going to be out of it. I really did. And remember, backwardation is when the spot price, which right now is 48.32, is higher than the future prices at 48.26. This indicates urgent physical demand and short-term supply tightness versus the expected future availability, because this is the futures contract in December. And remember, we are currently in a short squeeze. There's a lot of pressure on the shorts, and it continues to ratchet up, which is why you see crazy volatility. And a short squeeze is a rapid price surge forcing short sellers to buy back positions, amplifying the rise due to covering demand. Wow, I did not expect to see us. I thought we were out of backwardation phase. Okay, we're back in parity, 48.28. What a wild time to be alive. But guess what, guys? No matter the price, I'm in it for the long term. I've got not only diamond hands, but I got diamond claws. And if you have diamond claws or diamond hands, let me know in the chat, as we are only 18 minutes away from market open. Silver on a red candle, 48.28, but do not panic. Gold on a green candle, 4,018. And we got all kinds of people joining the chat. RJF is saying, is it gonna spike when Jerome Powell speaks later today? So I can't predict the future, but let me tell you this. In 2019, they lowered by 25 basis points. Gold spiked 2.1%, silver 3.8%. March of 2020, they did a 50 basis point emergency cut. Gold went up 3%, silver 4.5. 2024 September did 50 basis points. Gold on that day went up 1.8%, silver went up 4.2. And November 7, 2024, 25 basis cut. Gold went up 1.2%, silver went 3.1. So if we're looking at history, yes, traditionally a Federal Reserve rate cut is bullish for gold and silver. It can get a little bit choppy when it happens. It can get a little bit choppy. The market kind of freaks out, then it calms down, and then it's usually a good thing too for the market. Usually you'll see the market rally. I'm talking like the stock market. You usually see that rally. Okay. Silver is gonna be in high demand for space construction. You heard it here first. That is totally true, tea time. Remember, guys, gals, crustaceans, silver is the best conductor of electricity of any metal out there. The best. Gold, the reason why gold is used in a lot of high consequence stuff is because it doesn't corrode, right? So a lot of gold is used in space flight, but literally tons of silver will be used in space flight. Big thank you to Nude Bullet. Hit me with the AEDs, $36.99. And for my travels around the world, AEDs usually means that is coming from the United Arab Emirates. Is 800 AED difference between buying and selling 1 kilogram considered much? Well, let me convert that real quick and I'll tell you. Let's see, AED to USD. I believe that's 3.77 or something. Let's see, 800. Yeah, that's a huge spread. $217, that's huge. But it depends what the premium is going on there. But yeah, that's huge. Usually when you're buying and selling kilograms or 100 ounces, it should be cheaper. So I'd look around for a better price, but that's that's a huge premium. Yeah, $217. Try to find cheaper. But guys, gals, silver is different around the world. Silver is generally more expensive with premiums in the Middle East. I've bought tons of silver in the Middle East, but I've also got great deals. I've bought bars at the Gold Souk there in Dubai. Videos on my YouTube, check that out. But thank you for that AED Lester chat. I really appreciate that, Nude Bullet. Hope I answered your question. If you have more detailed questions, you could email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com, and I'll try to help you out. Love you, Daisy. We love you, Daisy, says SDCCCCC Crasher. Dropping the Daisy emojis, or emojis. Sorry, emojis. And remember, channel members, you get custom emojis. You get to come to the War Room chat live streams that we do a lot of times after the main live streams. We'll probably do one here today. Just a quick touch base. Oh, look at the bot. Can members please put Daisy in the chat? We love that camel one hunt. Okay, drop some Daisy imageries, please, channel members. And if you guys are like, who the heck is Daisy? Literally, when I say I've been around the world doing gold and silver, I have. I was doing a live stream at the Pyramids of Giza, and there was a camel, and you all in the chat told me to ride the camel, so I rode the camel. Her name was Daisy, and I live streamed from the back of a camel in Egypt. I've got nearly 1,700 videos. It only says 14. I don't know why. Some live streams don't count. I don't know. But nearly 1,700 videos around the world. And remember, I'm giving away about 60 ounces of silver and a ton of gold in my Mega Ga. That's about $7,000 worth. And the link is in the description to enter. And a majority of the world can enter. It's open worldwide. All the details are in the video and in the terms and conditions. And you want to watch these 3 videos after it. One, they're good, but in a couple of them, there might be an advantage that's going to give you a leg up in the Mega Ga. As we are 14 minutes away from market open, silver at 48.28 on a green candle, and gold is on a mega green candle at 4,017. We are getting close, folks. We are getting close. It's 10 to 15 ounces in the missile, not 500 ounces. Do your research. J. Rue, I think it depends on the missile. There's all different types, shapes, and sizes of missile. So it does depend on the missile. So some have more silver than others, but it's a lot. And the thing with silver, guys, The majority of silver used in industry, remember, it's in the medical industry, it's in water purification, it's antibacterial, so it's literally in freaking yoga pants, right? It's in your cell phone, it's in the monitor you're looking at, it's in your laptop, it's in the flat screen TV on the wall, it's literally everywhere. The majority of silver used every year is lost to landfills or obliterated on war zones. So like in missiles have it, weapons have it, right? So the majority of silver is just lost to landfills. It's about 120 million ounces that they recycle every year. It's not nearly enough. And remember, we've been in a silver production deficit for the last 5+ years. We produce about 835 million ounces a year. That drops 1 to 3% every year as mines get older. Our demand is well over 1.2 billion, and it's dramatically increasing because of AI and green tech and all this other stuff that's going on. So we're in a major silver deficit, which is another bullish thing for silver, and just one of the reasons why this is different from 1980. So if you want to know why this is different from 1980 and 2011 and the case for $100 silver, watch this video, shocking $100 silver if this happens, not 1980, massive giveaway. Watch that video there. I break it down. I bring the receipts, because the number one comment I get is, it's going to crash just like it did in 1950. It's going down. And if you understood the fundamentals, you would see why that's not possible. Your opinion on Florida officially legalized gold and silver coins as legal currency. Another 36.99 AED Lester chat from Nude Bullet. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Florida just did... they passed HB 999, and they did that on purpose because 39 is fine, right? HB 999 got signed, and it goes into effect early in 2026, and it recognizes gold and silver as legal tender. Now, what does that mean? First off, that's huge. So there's going to be gold repositories that hold gold, and you're going to be able to have like a credit or debit card linked to the gold in the vault per se. Like you're going to have, say you put like $10,000, you're going to put in the repository. They're going to reserve an amount of gold for you. And then you're going to be able to make everyday transactions with debit cards or credit card type things. Well, it'll actually be a debit card. And then it utilizes the percentage of gold and takes it off your ledger. Why is that important? Because gold and silver are anti-inflationary. US dollars are not. So if you have 100 US dollars or 100 AEDs, you know, this year it's worth 100. Next year it's still 100, but it's worth 98 if it's just the bare minimum of 2% inflation a year. Then 96, then 94, and so on and so forth. Whereas gold and silver over the longer term, just look at a chart and you'll see what's happened over thousands of years. It maintains buying power, it protects your wealth, and in rare times it becomes a massive investment. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but with me, gold and silver always preserves your buying power and is a hedge against inflation. I never call it an investment. But in the wild times we're at right now, where we're going to see, I believe, meteoric rises to come, I do believe there is a chance for major returns that you would see normally in other investment instruments. And again, not a financial advisor. As we're 10 minutes away from market open at 48.26 on silver and gold, 4,016. And again, big thank you to Nude Bullet for those Luster chats. So let's see here. Let's do a little review. We had Roadkill with a super chat. Thank you so much. And Roadkill was saying, smash that like button with them claws, boys. Appreciate that. Again, Raven Wolf, thank you so much for that $20 super chat. That was amazing. And Nude Bullet hit me with 36.99 AEDs 2 times, and that is from the United Arab Emirates. What's more impactful, a rate cut or a bad meeting with Xi? I would say a rate cut. A rate cut because, again, if you look back in historical, the last rate cut in 2024, gold went up 1.2%, silver 3.1%. And then another one in 2020, gold went up 3%, gold went up 4.5%. But I mean, it just depends how disastrous the meeting is with Xi, the president of China. I mean, if it's crazy, if he comes out and says something insane after it, it could be a huge catalyst, but we'll see. We got Crab asking, International Stacker, what do you think is good balance of putting money and holding metals versus putting them into market long term? Crab, that's a decision you're going to need to make. If you look at the institutional traders, they used to say nothing. It's nothing. But they just recently changed it. It used to be 60-40, 60 like stocks, 40 in equities and bonds. And now they're like, oh, 60 stocks, but 20 equities and bonds, and then 20 gold. So just know that stuff can change overnight. I've chosen to put a huge percentage of my future investments into physical gold and silver. If you have an IRA that's in the market and you're getting a match, I've participated in that. I was getting a 5% match, so it made sense. Even if it tanked at 50%, I would still be, even. But there's ways to even convert your IRAs into gold and silver, and I might be working on a video on that in the near future. But the percentages, I'll leave that to you. For me, I've made it the majority because I see this global financial system. I see charts like this with the US dollar. So I'm focused on preserving my wealth and a hedge against inflation. Again, not a financial advisor, just that's what I'm doing. And then gold to silver ratio. If you look at my top 5 mistakes videos where you guys can learn from my mistakes, I wish I added more gold along the way. So I think for every 100 ounces of silver, you should try to get like anywhere from a 10th ounce to an ounce of gold, depending on how you're stacking in your budget. But that's what I'd be adding. And right now the gold to silver ratio is still 83.27 to 1. So there's 83.27 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. So as long as this number's high, silver is a better buy. It's underperforming. It's an undervalued asset. When this number closes, then I would switch to more heavy gold. So I hope I answered your question there. Elder Joshua says 90% gold and silver. Yeah, I'm up that. You should definitely do gold and silver, but again, while this ratio is high, focusing on silver. And again, not a financial advisor. You should do whatever you want to do, but that's what I'm doing. My employer did a 50% match. I put 50 in every week, and they put in 50 in your simple IRA, and that's great, Roadkill. That's awesome. I need that video because I want to transfer my into gold and silver. Okay, Roadkill, email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com and we can talk. Absolutely, thank you, bro, says Crab. Thank you. I really hope that helped. I'm real careful, guys, because I don't want to tell you, invest in this, it's going to do this, you're going to quadruple. No, like, I have my beliefs, and a lot of my beliefs are like, what I've been following and have so far, knock on wood, been more than right. So my plan is just to share my journey with you and what I'm doing so you guys can see what I'm doing and the results so you can make informed decisions in your life. So I hope that helps. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, just some guy on the internet with gold and silver who's infested with silver crabs. My wife and I rebalanced our portfolio with 33% gold and silver, 66% stocks with SD bullion. It was not hard. Awesome. That is awesome. Good job on that, Daryl. I think you're going to be very happy with that. Remember, guys, gold and silver is a long-term play. It's a long-term play. Don't get in it and think you're going to sell in a month and like quadruple your money. It's a long-term play. So as long as you have that mentality, my belief is as long as I have that mentality, I'm going to do just fine. We are in gold and silver curves on the graph, following each other perfectly. I find that odd. Well, gold and silver do kind of move similarly. Silver usually lags it, but it's way more volatile. But ladies and gentlemen, we're only 4 minutes away from open. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's take a poll in chat. If you think as soon as the market opens, as soon as we hit 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, do you think it's going to be a huge red candle that moves down for more than 5 minutes? Or do you think it's going to start red and go green for more than 5 minutes? That's option number 2. Or option number 3, it's going to be a green candle and just move green for 5 minutes. I think it's going to be option number 2. I think it's going to be a red candle, and then within 5 minutes, I think it will reverse to green. We got that right yesterday. So what do you guys think in chat? Yeah. I got people saying number 2. 221 people in the stream. We've got 90 likes. Can I get 10 more likes and get us to 100? Remember, not only does that help the channel, but that helps videos get out to people and wake more people up, help more people get prepared. And look, we've got people from all over the world here. We got people from the United Arab Emirates, all over Europe. We're literally helping people around the globe protect themselves with gold and silver. Because remember, shields are made from metal, and metal is gold and silver. And we got people thinking too, we got SDCC Crasher saying it's going to be green candle strong and shooting the moon. Love that. Let's see how many points I'm at. And remember, the longer you stay in my live streams or my premieres, you earn a digital currency called claws. Don't worry, I'm not pumping a crazy cryptocurrency. It's just a currency you can only use in the chat, but you can play mini games with it. So if you do exclamation points, it tells you how many you have. You can do exclamation games. You can do exclamation commands and just hang out and have fun in chat while we watch this stuff go. And usually it means nothing, but during the Mega Ga, he or she with the highest claw amount that's present may have a benefit. Remember, I'm giving away nearly 60 ounces in silver and a bunch of gold in the upcoming Mega Ga. Enter now or regret it forever. Link is pinned in the chat to enter it, and it is available in a lot of countries worldwide. So make sure to read the terms and conditions. I just put 15% of my income in AU and AG as savings and 5% into Bitcoin. Everyone called me dumb, and now look, I'm a genius. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, everyone will call you dumb. And I'm not in the camp of gold and silver only, everything else is evil. I look at the market and things that are going on and try to get advantage of wherever I can. And remember, guys, I started out in crypto. I was mining Bitcoin in 2013, 2014. And then I was in Saudi Arabia as a contractor. And then I met another American contractor there, and I taught him how to do it. And he's like, I'm a stacker. I'm like, what's a stacker? And then he told me he's a gold and silver stacker. I'm like, what in the world? I went down the rabbit hole. I watched Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money. If you've not seen that, it's a playlist on YouTube. You got to watch it. It will change your life. Mike Maloney's Hidden Secrets of Money. Watch it. And then I realized, wow. So I made gold and silver my primary focus. I stacked this stuff to now I'm over 53 or 5,400 ounces of silver and about 5.5, 6 ounces of gold. I still have crypto. I still play around with it. But for me, my sure thing is gold and silver. And crypto, depending on what you're doing, it could be a trip to the casino. But it's a fun thing to do. And I've done well in both realms. And honestly, I've taken some of my profits from crypto and turned it into even more gold and silver. Welcome everyone to the stream. The name is International Stacker. We are getting ready for market open. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Market is open. Okay, it's a red candle. So far, options 1 and 2 might win. Remember, option 1 means it's going to be a red candle, but after 5, and then it's going to go lower after 5 minutes. Option 2, which is what I think we'll see, is a red candle, but within 5 minutes it reversed to a green. Gold and silver are on a bit of a red candle. Let's see what happens. The big bankers are definitely fighting back. Definitely fighting back, but if it doesn't matter and you've got diamond hands or better yet, diamond claws, tell us in chat. Medic1541 is saying big one. SGT Stacking is in the house. And guys, SGT Stacking has a fantastic channel. He makes silver. Well, he doesn't make it. I wish he could he pours it. Give me 1 second here. Let me find something. Where is it? Okay, I found it. He pours silver. He poured me this Thor's hammer. Actually works. He poured me this. Super cool piece. And he even poured this, and there's a 1 ounce version of this that's a mint error that I'm giving away in the Mega Ga. So get ready for the Mega Ga. And see these runes from Germania mint that light up? I'm giving away a blue one. So enter the Mega Ga. It's going to be mega as the market's been open for 1 minute. And we're on a red candle with silver, 48.25, and a red candle for gold, 4,016. But do not panic. Remember, yesterday we were way lower. And look, that red candle starting to reverse a little bit. Let's see if we can do it within 5 minutes and reverse it to a green candle. SGT Stacking low, man. Laugh out loud, man. If only I could make silver, dude. Oh, I wish I could make silver. You know, many kings and queens throughout history had folks working on alchemy to be able to make gold. They were never successful, although some say they might have been. The Fountain of Youth. We got Crab, Hool, in the house saying Crustation Nation. Guys, tap that like button. We're at 115. If we could get to 125, that would be amazing. And I'm sitting at 39,127 subscribers. The goal for today is 39,200. And if we hit that on a live stream, I will update it and we will get the big update show here. As the market's been open for about 3 minutes, we're on a red candle still, but it's trying to reverse. 2 more minutes. Let's see if we were right. Warmest greetings from Essex, England. Thank you so much, Conrock from Essex, England. I love that. So much great history over there with in Essex with kings and queens and battles for thrones. I love it. Then when the ratio hits 15 to 1, that will be normal. I wish it would hit 15 to 1, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it will get below 50 and 40, but 15 to 1 would be crazy. Right now we're 83 to 1. I don't mean crazy bad. I mean, it would be insane. I would love it. And we are now not in backwardation. So now we're in contango. We're for the silver futures is 48.25 and the spot is 48.20. If you remember this morning pre-market open, we went back into backwardation. It has been a wild ride. We got illegal products in the house, and illegal products is coming to us from Europe. Welcome, illegal products. Good to see you guys. If you're from overseas, please put the country in the chat. If you're in the United States, please put the state and what you're sipping on. I'm sipping on coffee and some water. And a big thank you to Clackamas Country Rockhounding for joining the Crustation Nation and becoming a subscriber. International Stacker, did you hear the LBMA supposedly forecast 5,000 gold and 59.10 silver by October 26? I did not, Zeph. Like recently or before? I did not. We've got Tax Prairie Federally from Greece in the house. What is up? The birthplace of coinage, Greece. Or close to. Early days. It actually came somewhere else first and then came to Greece and then went worldwide. Yes. Almost messed that up there. I would have got roasted in the comments. Would you swap silver for gold if the ratios were right? Yeah, 100% Northampton. If we dropped below 50 to 1, I would take 1,000 ounces and switch it to gold. And then once we went back up to 80 to 1 or 100 to 1, I'd flip it back. Playing the ratio, we got Seymour, channel member, saying coffee in Utah, sipping in the back. Tennessee sipping coffee, says Gen X Silver Stacker 79. Ooh, Alex is in the Dominican Republic. How's Key West? I drove down there after I took the kids to Disney from Australia. Key West is great, Jeremy. We got Australia in the house. I'm looking at maybe doing a trip to Australia. Gold and silver trip. Hey, Ballad of Janine is in the house. How you doing? Good to see you. She's sipping coffee in Utah. And I have a video with Ballad of Janine. I met her in the wild, and she got one of the You Caught the King Crab coins. Only way to get that is to meet me in the wild. I'm out. I got to get more made. New design coming. Greeks believe that they did everything first, mate. That's funny, Tex. That's funny. Hawaiian coffee for Melanie Reed. Hey, we did it, guys. It's been 5 minutes and we're on a green candle. So everyone who picked option 2 for gold and silver, we did it. Gold is on a green candle at 4,012 and silver at 48.19. We did it. It's red now, but it does. Oh, it's a greenback. We did it. Good guess. Albania and Greece share history. Illegal products. You're from Albania, right? If I'm remembering right. I think you're in Albania. We've got Relic Redneck saying it's no place like home here in Kansas, where the silver grows on corn stalks. So I've heard. No, I made that up. Gen X Silver Stacker saying, yeah. Las Vegas for Matt. Woo! Sipping on my Celsius with my mind on my silver and my silver on my mind. That is a reference to gin and juice, which I guess now would be considered old school, which is horrifying. Welcome everyone to the chat. And ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. IS is walking into the office. If you could drop a Mrs. IS emoji into the stream. Mrs. IS, how do I say it? Emoji? Emoji. Emoji. Mrs. IS is in the room. She has Rat Stacker's little baby rat on her shoulder. And Rat Stacker's got 2 rats. As the market's been open for 7 minutes, We're in a bit of a red candle, 48.10 on silver, 4,006 on gold. They're trying hard to tank it. They're trying hard to tank it, but we're not going to take it because we are literally gold, silver, numisticists, stackers, hoarders, collectors, alongside our friends at Wall Street, Silver Wall Street Bets, storming the beaches of the big bankers. And we got Ballad of Janine saying, howdy, Mrs. IS. She said, howdy. That's right. No place like home. Enjoying and watching your channel. Thank you so much, Relic. Really appreciate that. We got Zeph saying, hello, Mrs. International Stacker. We got Elder Josh Hetrick saying, say it less personally, more drone-like. Emoji. Oh, okay. Emoji. Emoji. I think I got it. Because I used to say emoji, 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 emoji. I'll get it. Ladies and gentlemen, a rat has crawled onto me. It is now sitting on my shoulder, and it is crawling down my shirt. You can see the live stream of that on IS Rats Gone Wild. It is a monthly subscription. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't exist. Mrs. IS is giving me that look. Ladies and gentlemen, the market's been open for 8 minutes. We are up majorly from yesterday. 2 days in a row that we've really gained some ground. Super excited. And why do we stack? Because of this chart right here. And it's only gotten worse. This shows 2020. It's gotten worse. And what happens if anyone comes for our silver? No tread on Crabbo, or you get the stabbo. You guys, I'm giving away nearly $7,000 of gold and silver in my Mega Ga. Make sure you're entered. Watch the 3 videos after it. Some of them might have advantages for the Mega Ga. And I bring the receipts on why this is different than 1980 and 2011. Watch that. Get the receipts. Use it. Because that comment is just pervasive on YouTube. It is funny. I have the same people telling me silver will never be above 50 again. And literally like a year ago or 2 years ago, something like that, 2.5, it will never be above 20. Look at us now. I guess silver will be back in the 50s by the time I get paid again, says Dad's Junk. Ugh. I know, why can't it pull back to 50 cents and we all just load up? But if there was a massive pullback, you still would not be able to get silver for any cheaper, I think, than like $45 to $50, honestly. Whew. Next will be green, saying Delistra. Delistra saying the next candle will be green. Let's see if the Delistra is right. You guys, I remember making videos. Silver's back below 15. I'm backing the truck up. Rat Stacker better have a year of the rat coin. Matt, Rat Stacker does not have a year of the rat coin. I gotta work on that. She loves coins with like little baby animals. So I did find her a panda with a mom and baby. Don't tell her. That will be one of her gifts. Who's ready for the Mega Ga?
Mega!
That is the Gaw Goblin. And the Gaw Goblin takes portions of my stacks and gives it away to you during the Mega Gas. Super Mega, but if you win, you gotta pay your... The Gaw Goblin always comes and collects. We got some dance. My silver dollar cost average is 48.20. Gold is 3,735. The Knuckle Dragger. Awesome. And remember, guys, I just lost my train of thought because this rat just ran down my shirt sleeve. Oh, dollar cost average. Dollar cost averaging, buying over the long term will keep that lower. And if you sell some, it will dramatically lower it. My dollar cost average for about, 5,300 ounces, whatever it is now, used to be $18.30. But when I just recently made that video at the refinery, selling off about 150 ounces for the video, then I switched some of it into some premium silver and then flipped the rest in this gold deal. My dollar cost average for silver now is $17.30. Woo! Where's that creepy little goblin you had? You mean this one? Oh no, you mean this guy. You mean that guy. That was such a funny live stream. I did that. Careful with the rat, International Stacker. It might go after your junk silver. That's funny. We're keeping the rat away from the junk silver, that's for sure. You should get the cap so that hangs on the Christmas tree and put in that the cap. What do you mean cap, Roadkill? I'm lost. Cap? Cap. I'm not sure what you mean. My Swiss platform is quick. I know the chart's 30 seconds faster. That's awesome, illegal products. So you can give us a warning. If it crashes, illegal products, tell us not to look at the screen. Let's see what's going on here. Wall Street Gold, China's SGE, silver vaults just saw another massive 145,000 kilogram outflow this week, down to only 905 tons. That's a 10-year low, guys. That's cheap. That is cheap. That is losing silver. Cheap, I mean less. That is losing silver at an amazing rate. That's only going to drive the price higher, in my opinion, not a financial advisor. But Make Gold Great is saying gold bug fed chair. So supposedly Trump floats Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent as new Fed chair. For those of you who don't know, Scott Bessent is a gold bug, so that could be interesting. PM bug last week in silver. SGE Vault, which is in Asia, loses 145.4 metric tons. SFE Vault loses 255 metric tons. SLV London Vault loses 77.6 tons. PSLV adds 3.1 metric tons. COMEX loses 432 tons. LBMA silver stock, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. Anyways, follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at INTL Stacker. I put all kinds of stuff on there. And let's put in silver here and let's see what's going on now that market's open. And the one thing that's certain, guys, there's two things that are certain in life right now. With the paper fiat money currency we have, this is going to continue to go up because governments are really good at doing that, spending money. And two, what's been around for thousands of years, hedges against inflation, is gold and silver. That's what I believe in. Like, I don't worship it. I believe in God, okay? I believe in God. But here on Earth, where I put my money, my monetary at, is gold and silver. The majority of it, for preservation of wealth. Looking back at India's September 2025 silver imports, nearly 400 tons pulled from London, approximately 12.8 million ounces. Yeah, and India's repatriating a lot of their gold stack as of late. Rashid, silver's bullish weekly hammer candlestick. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, 49 silver, here we come, says the silver degen. Michael Maloney, 3 draw-dropping silver charts. Check him out, follow him, watch Hidden Secrets of Money, share it with your friends, family. It will wake them up. Silver, it's all just a matter of time, says North Star. Rashid again, silver started its recent bull run in April 2025. Throughout the rally, every time RSI dropped under 30, silver made higher low, forming a bottom. Yesterday, silver fell to 45.58 while RSI tested 22. Looks like the low is in. I think the coming rally in silver is going to be very steep and very fast, as the market's been open for 15 minutes and we're on a green candle with silver, $48.11. Gold's on a bit of a red candle at 4,005. Silver futures is sitting at 48.18. We are back in contango, out of backwardation, but who knows how long that will last. Lovely Chaos is saying $80 silver by Christmas. I'm pretty bullish. I'm saying by the end of the year, the high will hit a 75 silver and gold 5,000. Again, not a financial advisor, but that's my personal thoughts there. What are your personal thoughts? Let's see. Taking a sip of this amazing coffee. Give me 1 second here. Mrs. IS makes the best coffee and the best quesadillas. 5K end of the year rally. Yeah, I'm thinking that charcoal life. Again, not a financial advisor, but 5K gold. 75 silver. I think if that happens, I think the first quarter of 2026, we hit the triple digits. And I'm not just saying that. I make the case for it here. I bring the receipts. For the love of God, watch this video. It'll change your guys' perspective on things. It's done horrible. Only 3,000 views. I spent so long on this video. $65 an ounce silver by December, says Hendo. I think you should own a home and live without rent or a mortgage, says illegal products. I love that. I agree with you. Except in Key West, it's a horrible idea because a hurricane will come and wipe it out tomorrow. Slower and better. Get your hands on more on these discount price. Yeah, you guys see these red drops? That's blessings from the big bankers to gold and silver stackers to add more is what that is, honestly. I mean, I'm happy it's moving. I'm excited, but I wish I could have gotten to 10,000 ounces. If I could have gotten to 10,000 ounces before we broke 20. You guys want to hear something sick? I was looking at buying a 1,000-ounce bar once, and it was only going to cost me like $17,000. Now, oh my gosh. That's crazy. I got a delivery coming this morning. I was just getting a message about. So in about 15 minutes, I will leave the stream going. I'll run for 5 minutes and be back so you guys can watch this. So about 15 minutes, I got to grab a quick delivery. And I got a delivery yesterday. Where is that? 1 second here. I got a delivery. I showed it off earlier, but there's so many more people in here. I got this yesterday. Mega. And Sound Money Metals is a friend of the channel, and he sent me, let's put this back, he sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coin ping testers to add to the Mega God to give away to you. You guys, these literally are cheaper than an ounce of silver. There's a smartphone app that comes with them, and you can find fake gold and silver coins to keep them out of your stack and protect yourselves. For me, this is a mandatory buy for all gold and silver stackers. Only $50, not even $50, less than $50. I think it's 30 or 40, and can literally keep you from buying fake gold and silver that is going to devastate you later on. Link is in the description below. I get a small kickback. I appreciate the support, but I don't care where you buy it from. You need one of these. You need one of these. And I'm giving away another 5 in the Mega Goss. So that makes 5, 6. Is that 8 now we're up to, Mrs. IS? I think we're giving away 8 pocket pingers in the Mega Goss so you guys can protect yourself. We got 223 people on. We got 139 likes. Only 11 more likes till 50. Let's see if we can get there. Let's see. Let me pull this up. I'm currently sitting at, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're currently sitting at 39,127 subscribers. On the road to 40,000 by the Mega Goss. See if we can get there. $48.13 on a green candle on silver. Market's been open for only 20 minutes, and we're looking bullish. 4,008 for gold. Let's see if we're still in contango. 4804. Back in backwardation. Back in backward. We're at 48.19 on a huge green candle, and futures is at 48.04. The silver and gold market continues to remain broken. Whew. Gary's metal detecting. I'm 4 away from 1 to... Are you 4 ounces away from 12,000 to 100? If so, that is mega, and congratulations. And I hope you found a lot of that metal detecting. I'm assuming that's what you mean by that. Oh, the bot. The bot just said, ladies and gentlemen, he found her 9999 for Mrs. IS. Thank you, bot. We did find Mrs. IS. For those of you who know who, I was searching a long time. We searched the streets of Ireland. Do you remember that stream? Did not go well. Charcoal light or just see it as a better place to park wealth than a savings account, which doesn't even pay interest. And the best thing about gold and silver is it's fun. It's a fun thing to do for investment preservation of wealth, really. Hedge against inflation. But it becomes a fun hobby. You like kind of collect it and you have fun with it. So most hobbies, you lose buying power and money. And if you go to sell the stuff for that hobby, you get less for it. Over the long term, gold and silver, you win. Again, not a financial advisor, but that's one reason I like it too. It kind of forces you to save while you're having fun. And back when I was stacking, originally first started, I would literally, everything. I'd watch the spot price every day. It'd drive me crazy. Don't do that. But I watch every day, and I'd be like, do I want this pizza or do I want another American Silver Eagle? Thank you for subscribing, Krabby Cakes. Krabby Cakes, love the name. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Crustation Nation. That is Mega. I have 5 siblings, says Lodi. I'm getting married in February. Congratulations. I asked all of them to get me 1 gram of gold. Awesome. And you know, in India, that's a common thing. The bride, I don't think the groom, correct me in the comments, I think it's just the bride gets gold at the wedding from like the family and different things. I don't know enough to speak on it, but I know gold at Indian weddings is a huge thing, and I think it's to the bride. So let me know in the chat if you know better than I do on that. Zeph, international stacker like Pokemon cards. Oh, yeah. Pokemon cards. Although if you had some of those original Pokemon cards, dear Lord, that is a hobby that's done well if you have the originals. Those things went through the own. My own Diwali. Diwali is a festival in India where the Indians buy a bunch of gold and silver. I look at everything in ounces now, says Phil Mac Rackham. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on a big green candle, 48.19 on silver. A big one on gold too, 4,009. As we say, we're not going to take it. Gold, silver stackers, hoarders, numismatists, collectors, alongside our friends at Wall Street Silver, Wall Street Bets, we are literally storming the beaches of JP Morgan Chase. Every ounce, every gram you hoard in those claws is a big missile launched at the big bankers saying, we're not going to take it anymore. Your 40 plus years of manipulation are over. Yes, that's conspiracy. There's no manipulation. Then why did JP Morgan Chase pay $920 million in 2020? Why did Deutsche Bank pay $38 million in 2016? Why did Scotiabank pay $127 million in criminal fines? Why did these people go to jail? Why on these days 1.1 billion paper ounces of silver were traded, more than the global annual production of 835 million? That goes down every year between 1 to 3%, because we have been in a structural silver deficit for the last 5 years, and it's only getting worse. Ladies and gentlemen, silver on a massive green candle, 48.22, as the market's been open for 25 minutes. And I think this trading session is going to be very interesting. I think we're going to see fireworks today. And don't forget, a huge bullish thing is happening today called the FOMC meeting. And if Jerome Powell, not our pal, Powell, does what we think he's going to do and lowers interest rates, traditionally, that has been a boon to gold and silver. It might be choppy at first, but we've seen single-digit rises in percentage of price traditionally. So we'll see what happens. It's true the United States often suffer from hurricanes. Yeah, it's true. Lots of hurricanes. This year was unique. It's the first year since, I think, 2015 we have not had a hurricane directly impact the United States. So we finally got a break. And I'm in Key West, Florida, coming to you live, and we're down in the Gulf. Hurricanes can hit us here. You might see pictures of me on the roof if we ever get hit by a hurricane with all my gold and silver with the sign, Crustation Nation, send help. Instead of where is FEMA, I'll have a Crustation Nation sign. The real get up survival, there we go, is saying, can we get diamond claws in the chat? I need to see that shiny. Channel members, please activate your special channel emoji. Diamond claws, drop them in chat. Let's go. As we're in another green candle, 4,012 with gold. They said it was impossible. 48.23 on silver. They said it was crashing. And guys, if it's crashing, why are central banks adding it at massive levels? I got a tweet around here somewhere. They are adding it at massive levels to their balance sheets as we speak. So if the bull run in gold and silver is over, why is that happening? Riddle me that. Let's see here. I'm trying to find some updated tweets for y'all. Silver spot is recovering much better than gold at the moment. Get ready for the next leg up, says Mikkel on X. Bob the Bullionaire. Streak something. 4.5 million ounces out. Most to the LBMA and to India. Interesting.
When they print money from the sky, buy the dip, says Wall Street Silver. Unlimited paper versus finite essential critical mineral. Tick tock. And remember, in November, that memo is going to be voted on and hopefully approved, putting silver as a strategic metal again. And ladies and gentlemen, that is another major bullish indicator for silver, because if that happens, that means the U.S. government is literally going to buy millions of ounces and stockpile it once again. This was melted down and made from the previous strategic stockpile, and I love this stuff. Such cool history. Market's been open for 27 minutes, and we're doing just fine. Their big crash at the beginning failed. We got news in from the news desk as I take a sip of coffee. COMEX silvery delivery intentions breakdown. Gold gains nearly 2% as investors await Fed verdict. It's so funny how the media spins this stuff. India's silver demand eases. Premiums fall after festival surge. Oh, let me see how many claws I have. In India, if you don't understand stock market, buy gold. That's what most women, no offense, do. In India? Well, I know in India, like, gold jewelry is a big thing, and you can't really bring gold into the country, so people were bringing jewelry from Dubai and other places. Rizzo the Real is in the house. Channel member, shout out to Rizzo the Real. Printing the debt is the game. Military strength and trust is how it works these days, says Illegal Products. Coming to you live from Albania. Do I still have 9 claws? Oh my gosh. It's because I'm not active in chat. I only have 9 claws. One more, I'm gonna do heist. Welcome everyone to the stream. The name is International Stacker, and gold and silver are doing very well, and some of you may do very well because I'm giving away $7,000 in gold and silver. Make sure you're entered into the Mega Ga. Watch these videos after it because some of them and many of them might have advantages for you in the Mega Ga. The link is pinned in the comments how to enter. Remember, the first 1,000 people to enter get a free 1/2 gold back. To date, we have had 673 people enter. So that means the next 327 people only are going to get free gold. So if everyone in this chat did it, we'd be down to around 100 people left that could do it. So I want you all to get free gold. I want you all to get free silver. I want you all just to do well. I want you all have a good time. And keep those claws shiny. There we go. I was like, how am I going to cap that off? Ladies and gentlemen, we got about 210 people in the stream, 157 likes. If we could get 18 more likes to get to 175, do you think we can do it? Do you think we have it in us? As the market's been open for 30 minutes, silver's at a $48.24. Green spike up, and gold is following at 4,015. Looking pretty bullish here. This is the 5th green candle for gold. And of the last 4 candles, 3 of them have been green for silver. The silver futures is at 48.11. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are still in backwardation by 11 cents. Free silver is my favorite, says Lovely Chaos. I love it. I love it. Winter is coming. Time to get prepped. You guys, let me do exclamation prepare. You guys know I work in emergency management. You guys saw what recently happened in Jamaica. Pray for Jamaica. It's utterly devastated. But in times of natural disaster, in times of chaos, you guys all remember from the beer flu, the corona, back in the day, what happened with society shutting down. You need to be prepared. I have a partnership with My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithis.com. That's preparewithis.com. It's emergency food. Put it in a closet. Put it under your bed. Forget about it. Hopefully you never need it. It's good for 25 years. And during a disaster, you can literally save yourself, your friends, and family. Major sale going on right now, so check it out at preparewithis.com. And not only do you get prepared at a crazy deal, but I get a small kickback to the channel that helps me keep doing what I do and giving back to y'all. Enter the Mega Ga, and if you need some emergency food, hit up preparewithis.com. Free gold for sign up is pretty goated. NGL, says the Soul Keeper. Yeah, free gold back in its unreleased state. It's going to come straight to you. And as long as you're the first 1,000, and don't worry, once the Mega Ga closes, you will be reached out to. I will be reaching out to you to get you your 1/2 gold back. Hold up your claws, Crustation, says Ballad of Janine's. Hit that like button. 167 likes. 8 more likes to 175. I think we can do it as we are continuing on a green candle. 48.25 on silver. And gold is 4,014. Who thinks I should ask Mrs. IS a question? She hates being on videos and stuff. Who thinks I should ask her a question? Put a 1 in chat if I should ask Mrs. IS a question. She's giving me the side eye right now. Wow, that is good coffee. Okay, Mrs. IS, can you come close to the mic? You have to get close. I got a question for you. So before you met me, what was your view of gold and silver? Was it even on your radar? Like, is it stuff you had heard of? Like, what was it? You gotta get close. You gotta get close.
I knew it was valuable and that it held its wealth, but I wasn't a stacker and I didn't think much about it.
Did anybody in your life like stack gold and silver or do anything like that?
No.
So now after marrying the king crustacean, what's your view on gold and silver?
I don't know.
Like, are you glad that you're a stacker now?
I'm glad that you're a stacker for us.
And what's your number one thing you've learned about gold and silver that's surprising? Like maybe watching Mike Maloney's Hidden Secret of Money and all that. Like, is it the history of money? Is it that like the trick of like what they pulled in 71 taking us off the gold standard? Like, what do you think was the most shocking thing you've learned? That our money's literally printed into oblivion?
No, I already knew that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
The history to me is the most amazing part. Just the history, the thousands and thousands of years is gold and silver. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. IS's big debut on a live stream. Give her a hand. I got rats crawling all over me. Mrs. IS, I think you did great. You got a future in this. As we're on a massive green candle, $48.30. Market's been open for 34 minutes and gold. Sweet mother of God. We are on a major green candle, 4,017. They are dropping the Mrs. IS emoji in chat. Mrs. IS, the rat stacker. Mrs. IS is not rat stacker. That's our daughter. But Mrs. IS is right now is the rat sitter, I guess. Woo! Phil is saying, that's like asking someone if they have spare change. I don't know. I'll tell you when it's over. I'm not sure that's true. That's funny. She does sound so sweet and innocent. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. IS is the best. Off the gold standard, changed everything, says Illegal Products. And a big thank you for the subscription. It appears to be either in Korean or... Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. It is Korean. Damn Diok. Damn Diok, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I will say annyeonghaseyo and kamsahamnida. I have been to Korea, guys. International stacker, I've been to Korea. I literally traveled the world on gold and silver ventures alongside y'all. We've been all over the world and we continue to travel. I was just in Poland at the Germanium Mint, shot a bunch of video. So that's coming soon. RJG is saying, IS, if you can drive, I highly recommend going to eat at the Pilot House in Key Largo. Some of the best seafood in all of Florida. Okay, do you guys want to know the most devastating thing of my marriage to Mrs. IS? I will tell you the most devastating thing. She is allergic to shellfish and tuna. And your boy loves sushi. But it's okay, we work around it. We carry like 15 EpiPens. It's all good, we're ready to go. I've got them loaded in like a device that just fires them. But no, we avoid seafood when we're together, but when we're apart, I load up on the sushi. Besides that, everything's been great. SDCC Crasher dropping the Mrs. IS emoji in chat. The slots are rigged, says Medic. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, guys, a delivery is here, so I will be right back. I'm going to mute the mic. I'm going to be right back in about 5 minutes or less. There's a delivery, and something tells me it may be mega. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and boy, that delivery's mega. You guys are gonna love it for the Mega God, but I don't think I'm gonna show you guys it just yet. I need to save something for another stream. But wow, the Mega God just got mega. I'm giving away nearly $7,000 gold and silver. Enter it. For the love of God, enter it. Watch the videos after it. Some of them have advantages for the Mega God. You're not going to want to miss out on that. We are going to be going to the war room soon. Let's go ahead and set it. Ladies and gentlemen, channel members, we will be going to the war room in 5 minutes. And that makes the Goblin happy, for sure. Those of you who don't know, I'm a bit famous. For those of you who don't know, I'm a bit famous.
Welcome to the 4th annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship Finals, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light champion, International Stacker.
4-time Crystal Light champion. Here we go. And a big shout out to Alex, brand new member of the Crustation Nation, newest channel member. Thank you so much, Alex. When you guys become channel members, when you guys super chat, when you like a stream, when you share it, when you comment, or even just watch a video, it helps me out so much to do what I do. So thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Check out your cool channel emojis and a bunch of other cool stuff. And a big shout out to everyone today who super chatted or became members. Shout out to Roadkill, appreciate you. Raven Wolf, you are mega. Nude Bullet, thank you so much for the currency from Dubai. And also, Alex, welcome to our newest member. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going, members, channel members, we're going to the war room in 3 minutes and 20 seconds as silver continues to rage higher on a green candle. 48.34, we are edging closer to our first target of 48.40. I think it's possible. The market's been open only 42 minutes and it's looking great. Gold's on a bit of a red candle, moving sideways, but I wouldn't panic just yet. It's 4,016. And ladies and gentlemen, silver futures is at 48.17. We are still in backwardation. Woo! Buckle up, because today I'm going to be glued watching what the FOMC does. And if they do the rate cut, which everyone believes they're going to do and the market believes they're going to do, but who knows? We live in wild times. But if that happens, historically, we've seen a bump in silver and gold. It could be a little choppy at first. Don't panic. Not a financial advisor, just sharing my adventures across the internet. And woo, Alex is excited for the war room. I was always so sad when y'all left me. Well, channel members, we are headed to the war room in just 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, I'm going to bring up something I want to show the war room. Okay, Streamlabs. I'm bringing up something for the war room that we're going to play around with there. Give me a second here. That one. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will be live streaming market close today. I'll be on at about 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you don't want to miss that. And again, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and all that stuff helps so much. Really appreciate y'all. Let's go to the dashboard here. I'm getting this ready. Okay, see here. Okay, 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds to the war room. Channel members, get ready. Okay, there we go. Okay. Complete. Okay, cool. Okay, channel members, prepare for the war room. "48 seconds to the war room." Thank you, everybody, for joining me on the stream. Channel members, prepare to be teleported. Everyone else, I appreciate y'all. I'll see you on the live stream later today. Smash that like button on your way out. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 36 seconds to the war room. To everyone else, catch you on the next one. And to channel members, prepare to be teleported in 30 seconds. Hold your breath. If you're not teleported, if something happens, it's a new feature. Just go to my channel, click on live streams, and then you should see the members only live chat. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hold your breath.